going on, guys? I'm in the most beautiful place, and I want to come on here today to talk about the lower self and the higher self. And there was a Native American proverb, which was a young man that was talking to an elder. And the elder told the young man, he said, within us there's two wolves having a battle. The good wolf is the wolf of the higher self, and the bad wolf is your lower ego. And then the boy asked, which one wins? And the elder said, the one that you feed the most. So what that means is, in life, you can choose to live by the ego, or you could choose to live a spiritual life. You can choose to live a life to be connected with your higher self. And what your ego is your mind. It's programmed into your DNA, and it serves a purpose. It gives you this experience of separation in this physical realm. It makes it so we can have this experience in this physical reality, and we go through a veil of forgetfulness when we come here, and this ego is programmed into us. But the thing is, we can spiritualize our ego, we can transform it, we can tame it, but we're not taught that in our everyday world. In our everyday person is not taught how to go within and tame their inner lion. The lion in esoterics represents the lower nature, and it's almost as if this society is ingrained to live from the lower nature. You see it in everything that's all these big commercials. If you want to see how the elite control the world, look at the main things that are commercialized. Fast food, alcohol, all these chemicals, and sex, to be the way it is now, is ingrained in our minds in society, to that we have to be sexual. And you see all these women, which I love women. Women are amazing. They're amazing beings. But in our society, we've sexualized women. And you see it on television, you see it in Hollywood, you see it everywhere. There's institutions out there that are putting in every effort to keep us in a lower vibratory state, to keep us in our ego mind, to keep us in our lower desires. When you're in your lower desires, you succumb to overeating, to eating junk food, to succumbing to your sexual desires. And you see this in society, but what we're not taught is that we can reprogram ourselves. We can choose to live a righteous life. And in the Gospel of Thomas, in Yeshua's spoken words, he said a parable that said, blessed is the lion that consumes man and becomes man, and cursed is the lion, or the lion that consumes man and man becomes the lion. And what that says is, blessed is he who overcomes his lower nature, overcomes his lower desires through discipline, through fasting, through meditation, through raising your kundalini energy up your spine into your higher chakras. Blessed is he, and that is he who will enter the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom is heaven. Once you find the kingdom of heaven within you, you find it all around you. But the ego, it's all about separation. It is the mind, it is the consciousness of separation, but in reality, we're all one. And there's another story in the Bible where this guy Samson, he fights a lion with his bare hands, and he kills the lion, and then within the lion he finds milk and honey. And what that represents, he overcame his lower nature, he overcame his lower desires, and he raises energy up his spine and into his pineal gland, which secretes honey and DMT. Honey and milk, which is DMT and serotonin. And you can tell, but the media is controlled by 6 different institutions, and they're all controlled by the same satanic cult who has enslaved our world, who has, it's a Luciferian world we live in, where there's no spirituality, that everyone wants to be like everybody else. The school systems, they created these school systems where they educate us enough to be workers and to make money for them, but they don't educate us enough to think for ourselves, to meditate, open our minds, and tap into our higher purpose. They don't want people that are finding the Christ within themselves. They don't want people who are empowered in this world. They want sheep. And that's what they're doing. They're hurting the sheep. And that's why it's so important that all of us, we need to unplug from these programs, from these television programs that are telling lies to your vision. It's all a play of illusion. It's crazy. It blows my mind, and people go their whole lives without thinking anything of it. Like, I'm such a deep person that I can't even comprehend that, how somebody can go their whole life without thinking that there's more to this reality, that there's more to existence than we've been told, and then they feed us all these beliefs through religion. Religion is corrupt, and this satanic cult has worked through religion. And I'm not saying there's truth in religion. There's truth in all religions, and it's all talking about the same thing. But Catholicism and the Roman Church really is corrupt. They are sitting on trillions of dollars right now. They could feed all the people in the world like 5 times, and they're just sitting on all this money, that they're collecting, and they're feeding people these lies that you're going to go to hell if you don't accept Jesus into your life, or blah, blah, blah. But they don't teach you the steps how to find the Christ within yourself. They want you to worship a deity outside of you. They want you to think that God is a man in the sky, that God is outside of you, and that you're not worthy enough. But that is not true. You are worthy, and we're all one. We're all one with the infinite creator, and we're infinite spiritual beings having a human experience. And once you start to meditate and have a spiritual practice and start praying and having a connection with Source, that's when you tune into your higher self. That's when you feed the good wolf, the white wolf. And when you do that, you tame your lower wolf. You tame that lion within you. You overcome your ego desires, and you completely change your life, and you can walk whatever life you want. You can express your gifts into the world. And that is the truth. There is an antichrist establishment on this earth, and this elite cult, you can call them the cabal, whatever you want. They're behind what's going on right now in the world with COVID. They're behind what happened with 9/11. They have been in power ever since the Roman Empire, and then they moved to the English Empire, and now they've pretty much conquered the whole world. But this is their last. They know it's coming to an end because we're going through this ascension. People are waking up, and that's why they're trying to do everything they can to suppress us. And it's crazy, it's mind-blowing. And these elite, they work with demonic, satanic forces, and that's why you hear of these people doing these satanic rituals with little children and all this. It's because that's how they work with these demonic forces. And I've been attacked by these demonic forces. And once you start awakening to your truth and living your purpose, you might be attacked as well. I've been attacked in dreams. I've had some crazy experiences. And they go after light workers like us because they don't want us to help to awaken the rest of the consciousness. They want, and it's all coming to an end because with this ascension, there's going to be a solar event and our planet is raising a frequency right now. There's going to be this solar event which is going to knock out all evil from our solar system, from our universe for thousands of years. And we're going to be stepping into the golden age, the age of unconditional love, the age of Christ consciousness. This is paradise. This is truly paradise. And I live here. I live 2 hours away from here. But I want to move. I'm actually in the Boulder area right now. And this is where I'm going to live once I grow my YouTube channel more and start my QHHT and healing business. This is where I'm going to live. And these mountains, this is my home. This is the most amazing place. And I hope all of you can find that place. But you won't find it by staying in your comfort zone. You have to go out and explore the world and take that leap of faith into the unknown and live from your higher self. Follow your inner truth, your inner guidance, and tap into your heart. Another verse from the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus said, once the two houses become one, you will say, move mountain, and the mountain will move. And what that means is you have to bring your mind and your heart into balance. And then you can manifest anything you want into this world. And you know, I talk about Jesus a lot, or Yeshua. His name was Yeshua. But most people won't know that. I talk about him a lot because he's my teacher. And I'm not religious by any means, but Yeshua came to me in a dream before. He told me everything you need is within you and that you're on the right path and you know what to do. And we walked together and we had a conversation, and that was a truly life-changing experience for me. Wow. So I hope I can inspire somebody with this message to unplug from these programs, this matrix, this artificial matrix that's been created by these cabal people to keep you in line, to keep you asleep, keep you in a lower state of awareness. And it's time for us to wake up, man. It's time. The time for waiting is over. So I quit watching TV. I quit watching junk food. I quit playing video games. I used to be a really big gamer. Now I'm focusing all my energy on creating. I'm working a full-time job. And besides that, I'm focusing on being a creator. Working on my music, making these videos, going within, meditating, and coming out to places like this. This is my dream. And pretty soon, I'm not going to need to work this 9-to-5 job anymore. I want to be living in abundance, doing what I love, sharing these messages with you guys. Wow. But all right, guys, I think I said everything I needed to say. So I love you guys. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it'll help me grow what I'm doing. It'll help me grow my message, and I can bring out more of these messages to you guys. And all right, guys, much love. Ascending densities out. Peace.